Should we not?
I don't know what you did. Click
I didn't.
next.
I did click.
Okay.
I feel bad.
So this is according to digitaltrends.com, the top 25 games. And I feel like most of these will, I mean, I haven't seen the list yet, but I have to imagine that they would put out the hits first as they did with the NES, barring any kind of like weird licensing thing on here.
Right.
Probably not going to see DuckTales, I would imagine.
Hey, Misco Blood. It's good to see you.
Hey.
Misco is a friend of mine and Bryce's. He played through much of Astroneer with us. He is the reason we were allowed to defeat Astroneer. So welcome, Misco. We're talking some news. I don't know. I can't remember if you enjoyed Nintendo very much or not, but we're talking a little Nintendo today. Mm-hmm. So, according to Digital Trends, as you said, Stephen Petit looks like he put this together. So, numbers 25 through 16. 25th best, Mortal Kombat 2.
Not sure if we're going to see that one on the online thing. Wouldn't there be like a weird licensing thing or something maybe?
I mean, then Mortal Kombat 11 is on...
That's true.
On the Switch.
Yeah, we could see that one, I suppose.
I think since Mortal Kombat just came out, I feel like maybe we would see it, honestly.
Yeah. Wonder what it's rated. Well, I know the Super
17.
Nintendo Mortal Kombat does have way less blood than the Genesis one did.
It looks like may not be appropriate for players under 17, so it looks like it's rated M.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they would put
All right, so 94. How old were you in 94? You were just being born.
Yeah, I was about 3 months before my birth. Right there.
Nice. I had been alive for not quite 1 year yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're 93. Okay.
I'm a 93 baby. Yes, indeed.
So Mortal Kombat, can't say I would probably play that one.
Okay, some of this stuff I'm going to notice that I have played in places.
Okay. Have you played that one?
I don't think I've played Turtles in Time, but I have played a Turtles game.
I've heard nothing but good things about that one.
I have heard nothing but good things as well.
That might be a weird licensing one, though.
They got to put it on there, dude.
Yeah.
They got to put it on there.
It looks pretty good.
The Turtles are defunct. The Turtles need something.
Yeah. Michael Bay tried to revitalize them a few years ago, didn't he? Wasn't there a weird live-action Turtles
Megan
movie?
Fox?
Yeah.
Was April?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they need to come back. I feel like this would definitely put them in people's good graces.
Kevin is a May 94 baby.
Nice.
Also, how many games do you think would come on? It was, 5 at first on the NES?
It might be more than that. But I know they add like 2 to 3 every month, which doesn't seem like a lot.
Kirby's Dream Course.
Huh. We're definitely going to see that one on there.
Check out
for
Kirby's
sure.
Dream Course, you think?
Yeah. All the Kirby games are coming. Unleash the floodgates. Kirby's Dream Course. Is this like this is like a weird mini game kind of thing.
Are you not? Oh, it's muted. You can hear. You guys can hear that. I cannot. It's kind of an odd little situation there.
Yeah, this is one of those weird Kirby spin-off kind of things. I don't even know what's going on in this trailer.
That is a game I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
sorry,
you know
Kirby.
it's going to be on there.
Yeah. Sorry, Kirby. How do you know?
Star Fox. Ooh.
Wait. So the Star Fox I played.
There was one on the Super Nintendo. It was very cutting-edge graphics. It kind of failed because it was like right before the N64 came out. And so there were all these games that were actually doing 3D graphics well for the time. And then this weird Super Nintendo game trying to emulate 3D graphics.
So the 64 game is not this one?
No. It's mostly a remake as far as I can tell. It's very similar. But yeah,
that brings back the memories.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of fun to see how it played on the SNES, because I've only ever played the N64 one.
Yeah.
I actually played it on the 3DS, but it was the N64 one.
Misco says, last Nintendo I played was a Wii. That was when it was pretty new. And the last Nintendo thing I owned was an NDS Lite, and I only own Pokemon Heart Gold on that.
Pokemon Heart Gold, fantastic game. Good choice.
Careful with those claps. Okay. You're going to kill them.
Okay. if you're going to own one game on a Nintendo DS Lite, that's the one to have.
Okay.
So you did
Star Fox is absolutely a good choice, though. Very solid. Absolutely, yes. F-Zero. Never played any F-Zero.
Nor have I. A lot of people really lament this game's falling, or the series falling off.
Yeah. It's just like
Captain Falcon Origins.
It's just racing, right?
Yeah, it's like high-speed racing.
Yeah.
It's very different than Mario Kart from what I hear. I don't know if there's power-ups. I don't believe there are, but there's like those little... in the Mario Kart track, you played Mario Kart 8, right? Mm-hmm. There's an F-Zero track on there that has a lot of elements from the game where it's like there's a lot of boost pads and stuff. You're trying to get on the boost pads and navigate in the quickest way possible through the levels.
There's nothing going on there that I really am into. Another quick thing, just streaming meta that I'd like to discuss real quick, is that if we can maintain an average of 3 viewers or more for over the course of the month, we will reach the point of affiliate. And then Misco Blood, with all of his millions of dollars, will be able to donate to us. I don't think he's a millionaire, but I don't know. And he doesn't use dollars. He might, though. My Heart Gold game has my OG playthrough from back in the day, Kevin says.
Got that Feraligatr on there, don't you, Kevin?
Super Mario RPG.
Ooh, great game. Great game.
It looks pretty good.
I was about to say there might be a licensing thing with that, but no, it did come out on the Virtual Console on the Wii, so it's probably in the Wii U, apparently.
You got turn-based attacking it with Mario.
It's kind of got real-time elements to it, though. Like if you time button presses at the right time, you can do extra damage and stuff. So it kind of makes it incorporates all those jumpy movement timing elements from a Mario platformer into an RPG pretty well. Nice. Got a pretty light story, but for what it is, it's pretty good.
Gotcha.
It's definitely not the most in-depth RPG in the
Don't
world.
think it's one I would turn on, but maybe. Shadowrun. That title sounds familiar to me. Yeah. Life on the cyberpunk fringe of the future.
Cyberpunk prequel?
Cyberpunk 2077 prequel. Back in before we were born, before I was born, and you. Look at this guy. It's kind of like you, Will. That's not true at all.
That one's you right
there.
That's
dude,
you up on top.
To hire my magic, I seek a small donation to the Tribal Ball Dance Fund. You say my magic is vital to your success. 1,700 million.
These images of these people are making me uncomfortable.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, something about that seems like it's a little not PC enough for me.
Yeah.
The tribal black man. I don't know if.
Yeah, we're gonna get shut down any second right now. That doesn't seem right.
That seems.
He's got a Rasta hat on too. He's got the Rasta
that's
colors.
too much. Then
Hitting it from all angles.
You're shooting. Not one that I intend to play either.
Man, we're just giving these games a piece of our mind.
ActRaiser.
Man, where's the Mario? Where's the Zelda?
Yeah.
Oh, well, those are obviously number 1 and 2 and 3.
How is this 18? I've never heard of it.
AC Tracer. Developer Quintet. Publisher Enix. Before the merger.
What?
Square and Enix. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize.
Yep.
I
think the merger happened like before Kingdom Hearts.
I'm kind of into this.
This is interesting.
I think Square Enix was always Kingdom Hearts, right? Kingdom Hearts was Square Enix.
Yeah, that was like one of the first ones that was by the merged company.
Do you pronounce it Square Enix or Square Enix?
I say Enix. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Enix. I don't know either. Chat, let us know.
Enix. Square Enix sounds weird.
I like referring to you as chat. We got 5, or the number says 5. Who knows how many people are actually here? But welcome to the stream. We're talking news. This is Game Talks Live. This is not how it's always going to be. Going to eventually get some, I think, branding to put down here on the screen somewhere so that we just know what you're watching. But Contra 3. Let's look at some Contra.
Contra, I believe, was one of those. Wait, this was on SNES? Okay. I believe Contra started out as an arcade game, actually.
Yeah.
And then got ported to NES, and then they started making sequels for the SNES.
Okay.
This game looks interesting. It turned into a top-down bullet hell game just there. I imagine this game's very hard, though.
There's a new one that's kind of like, this. I forget what is it called. I watched them play it at Easy Living. It's on the Switch.
They released the Contra Collection on Switch.
Blazing Chrome is what it's called. Blazing Chrome.
Kevin says that he also says Square Enix. So
yeah, I'm also a Square Enix guy. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I also watched our fellows at the Allies play this.
But yeah, I can see.
I shouldn't refer to them as our fellows at the Allies because they don't know us and we don't really know them.
This is a game I can totally see ending up on the SNES online thing.
It doesn't look unfun.
Yeah.
It's one of the, these games, like, to look back, if you didn't play them in the beginning, if you didn't play them when they came out, they're just, how do they compete with games nowadays? They just, I don't think they really can.
Unless it's like an earlier entry in a series that you already love. You know, a lot of this, something like this, I don't have a ton of desire to go back and play through.
Yeah.
Whereas like an old Zelda game, I like to see where things came from.
Right.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I think there's a Ghouls and Ghosts regular on the NES.
There is. I've played it. Now, here we go.
This is one that they have those collections already, so I feel like ones that have collections for them already are probably not going to show up on this.
So you would have to buy this. By the way, this is Will. This is Will and Abnett. A friend of mine and half of the Game Talks program. He has more gaming knowledge than I do and far greater skill. Mega Man. I like Mega Man. Yeah. I don't play a lot of Mega Man. I've never been good at Mega Man, but something about Mega Man intrigues me. Something about Mega Man I like.
Yeah, I've played Mega Man games, I believe, on like Game Boy Advance or something a long time ago, but I've never been a huge Mega Man guy. I really like his inclusion in Smash, though. I think his moveset's really cool.
Yes, I do like him in Smash.
It's
kind of weird for me that his side or his B is not the charge up to shoot.
Yeah, his smash. It's a smash attack. It's very long range.
Super Mario All Stars. What do you think about this?
This is, I believe, like a collection of... Yeah, see, it says below. It's bundled the most popular NES games. Man,
93. I didn't realize that the Nintendo I was playing back in the day was an old thing.
Yeah. Like, came out 8 years before you were born?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are like remakes of... SNES style remakes of Kevin had this one back in the day.
Kevin.
See, I've never seen this. It's a remake of the original Mario Bros. In SNES graphics. That's cool.
That is cool. See, well, look at all this stuff.
Dude, they were doing remasters back in '93.
You would think that remasters are a thing that we have only, but not so.
Donkey Kong Country. Yes.
This is one I would play. For how long, I don't know. It's just that blur, the way it looks is a little bit rough for me. Maybe they'll spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, and this was cutting edge at the time.
Oh,
people thought this looked way better than Mario World, but it's weird how like now Mario World seems to have aged better.
Yeah, just because it's like trying to be 3D.
Yeah.
But
it is
Mario
pretty
World.
impressive though for a system that came out in like 90. I think it came out in like 1990.
I'd play it after playing for our next segment. What we'll talk about.
Yeah, that looks fun. Super
Castlevania. I haven't played any Castlevania. Have you?
Nope. You know how I feel about Metroidvanias, and this is the other half.
So but this is
the Vania part.
The Vania part is
different. I don't know.
The Metroid part is you get tools that allow you to go to new places. Misko never liked Castlevania.
On the same page. I don't actively dislike it. I've just never really tried it.
I'm with you.
Like the music though.
Yes.
Music's cool. Secret of Mana. Ooh.
Secret of Mana.
This is another one that they're remaking for the Switch.
I would have said Mana. I don't think that's right.
Mana.
I would have said
Secret of Mana.
Because I'm a Southern boy.
Let us know, chat.
It's the Secret of Mana.
The Secret of Mana.
Kevin says, yes, I did. And it has Mario 1, 2, and 3 in the Lost Levels, which was not on the NES, only on the Famicom in Japan, and then released as Lost Levels.
Kevin?
Isn't this so much fun?
Yeah.
Kevin, isn't this show so much fun? Misko, isn't this show that we're making for you so much fun? Aren't you having a great time?
Woo!
Misko, it's got to be late for you, right? It's got to be almost like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, Misko's not an IRL friend.
Misko, don't hit me with that You wouldn't be here this long if you weren't having a good time. Shadow Links, what's up, homie? What's the news on the SNES and Switch? Is it finally getting the Virtual Console? We'll run Shadow Links back through it. Also, Shadow Links, thanks for... I believe you were the one who told me a few days ago that you'd show up to our Game Talks. This is not the time it would normally happen. It'd normally be a little bit later in the day. And this is not really the format. We would be from separate remote locations, but we're trying it here in person because Will was by today. But Will, catch him up real quick.
So Nintendo has apparently done an FCC filing for a SNES controller that is like Bluetooth in the same way that whenever they released the NES Online for the Switch, they released those little Joy-Con NES controllers. It seems that they're ramping up production for an SNES version of those, which, unless they plan to just give us that to play NES games with extra buttons, it stands to reason that next month for their big resubscription push, they may be adding SNES games to the online service, which would be really cool. We've all been waiting for that. Yep. So, thanks for stopping by, Shadow Links.
Yep, Shadow Links came in while I was playing some God of War a couple days ago, last week.
And so we're actually just running through according to Digital Trends, their top 25 SNES games and discussing, whether we think they might be on the the service and if we're interested in them and whatnot. Because Keith has actually not played a lot of SNES games.
I have not played a lot.
So we're looking at, but yeah, Secret of Mana. It seems like that at E3 they announced they're getting a remake of the whole trilogy, and we're actually getting the third game that never got localized for here. They're remaking it and localizing it and releasing it in that collection. So this is another thing where
Misko's sleep schedule. Whenever we were playing, whenever we were playing together, he had an odd sleep schedule. But yeah, it's 10 o'clock now for him.
Yeah.
But he just woke up 2 hours ago. So the man.
I've been nocturnal before. I feel you, Misko.
And hopefully the library can extend a bit more than what's on the Wii U. Hopefully so.
Yeah, the Wii U, I feel like it had most of the hits. But that's kind of what we're looking through now, just seeing what's beyond, Metroid or Super Metroid, Mario World, and what could find its way on there.
I don't know what it takes, Will. I don't know what it takes to port a game over. I don't know what it takes to update it to the point where I can play it on a Switch. But, at the end of the day, surely the file size of that has to be so small. So my opinion is just more games. Yeah. Just put the game on there.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing that should stand in the way is a licensing thing.
Yeah, of course.
Because now we're getting into some big ones, baby. Yoshi's Island. The first Yoshi's Island was actually Super Mario World 2, which is weird because after that it became its own series.
Yeah.
And it's so different from Super Mario World 1. It uses kind of this... Well, no, not even really.
Because Yoshi's Island is the one with Baby Mario.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good game. Why do all
these bring back memories?
This is one that was on the Game Boy Advance, too. They ported it to
I just
GBA.
Remembered where I played SNES games.
Patrick Gilmore's house.
Not at his house, but with him at daycare.
Okay. They had one there?
Yeah. That's what we had before the GameCube.
Okay. Skipped in 64.
That's what we... No. They had an into... I don't know where I played. I don't
They're just in your brain, dude. You probably played that one on GBA.
Misko remembers 50% of the title. Shadow Link says, "Oh man, I just hooked up my SNES yesterday. Started playing Illusion of Gaia. No idea what that is. Tank, when you get a chance to dive into some SNES, there are some epic games, and I would love to watch you play." Hey, absolutely, dude. Also, I just remembered you've never been on the stream where I told my name. My name's Keith. I guess that might turn some people away. It's kind of like the worst name ever. But Keith is my name. You don't have to call me Tank.
And my name is Will.
Yeah. I'm not one of those streamers. We aren't one of the streamers that goes by our digital name, just because we're two people on the channel. Mm-hmm. So my channel's not called Thor God of Thunder or whatever. So yeah, you can call me Tank though. That counts. That sounds a lot better than my name.
Chrono Trigger, Secret of Evermore, Mario RPG, so many epics. Yes, I actually played Mario RPG.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Wait, what?
He said, "Nice to meet you, Matt."
Oh, okay. What's up, Matt? Yeah, Chrono Trigger. Like I said, Mario RPG. I played that last year on the Wii U. I've never actually played Chrono Trigger, and I really want to. I was thinking about playing the DS remake of it because that would be probably the easiest way for me to do it. I don't know if the DS remake is considered to be great or if it's considered to be lesser, but I would like to play Chrono Trigger sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, Final Fantasy VI, I started it on the Wii U and never finished it because I'm terrible and get sidetracked.
Yeah, I didn't mention it, but that Secret of Mana game actually looked kind of fun. And I'm not into the JRPGs.
Interesting. Super Mario Kart.
Yes.
Ugh.
I've touched these.
Super Mario Kart is very difficult. It feels so much different than the other Mario games that I've just never been any.
The way he just turned, you see those pipes right there. The way those turn when you're turning and don't look like they stay in the same place, that would throw me way off.
Yeah.
Man, we're just youngsters, Will. We're not veterans.
Okay, Matt says that the DS has all the extra stuff in it. The DS version of Chrono Trigger. So I don't know what that means, but that sounds like the one to play.
We need to get that extra stuff, baby.
Yeah, I mean, DLC. You got Chrono Trigger DLC. Game of the Year
Street Fighter
edition?
2 Turbo. I don't really care much about Street Fighter. Well, tell me. I don't want you to evaluate the game. Don't evaluate anything. Just evaluate that art. That
makes
drawing.
me very uncomfortable.
Evaluate this.
Very uncomfortable.
Me too. I don't like that.
Way too much definition on everything. Yeah. It looks like he's got 3 biceps on each arm. It just looks weird.
What is going on there?
Like his biceps are layered. That other guy just looks like he's falling back at a weird angle.
This looks kind of like a thumb. Like he's giving a thumbs up.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a scar or...
That's something I found annoying in Duke Nukem 3D. I tried looking around on corpses. Yeah. What I was talking about with the pipes, I think. No, or maybe not. Maybe you're talking about this stuff. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm assuming this character maybe. I'm sorry, Misko.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag.
I wasn't paying a lot of attention. Guys, just letting you know, if we keep this...
Yeah, the pipes.
Oh, the pipes. If we keep this 4 viewer thing up, we might average over 3 for the first time ever on a stream. I'll kiss you all.
It's me.
I'll kiss you all. It is. Also, it's the fact that it's not 5:30 a.m.
Hey, Matt, it's your game, dude. Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
Next up on the list. I believe it's Final Fantasy 3 in America is what they call it. But extra bosses, new dungeon, and I believe it includes all the cutscenes from the PS1 port. That's the one I'm playing. I'm going to have to play it before the year's over when I've got a little bit of off time.
Dude, I can't play that.
What? Final Fantasy 6?
I'm looking at this. I can't play it.
Okay. Fair enough.
There's like... Because there's so many things in there that I'm not a big fan of, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
The art is just not quite advanced enough for me to be able to really lock in on that and care. And then you got that turn-based combat that you know how I feel about.
What they got to do is remake Final Fantasy 3 and the Octopath Traveler engine. That's what everybody wants. That would be beautiful.
It cost $70 on the SNES Street Fighter 2 when it first came out.
Dang, son.
Holy beans.
That's a lot. Did it come with like a fight pad or something? Like it had to have come with a controller or something. That's ridiculous. Here's my game. Let's just play through that trailer. Okay, it's 2.5 minutes. Dude.
Let's watch it. We got nothing but time.
Earthbound, love it. I love that it's a SNES style RPG, but it's in the modern world. A very weird sci-fi version of the 90s. We got cops. You know, your weapons are baseball bats. You drink milkshakes and eat hamburgers to heal yourself.
I like it. Hey, I was watching, is it Mother 3, which is also in this series, right?
Yeah.
I was watching somebody play that for a minute, and he was having a heat stroke or something, and he had to like walk around in circles to work off his, he was getting frenzied or frantic or something, and he had to walk around in circles as Lucas to... Maybe I'm stupid.
I remember that too much. Are you talking about, and I know in Earthbound, the fast travel thing, you've got to run and pick up speed.
Yeah.
So if it was Earthbound, whenever you fast travel, you've got to run in a circle, or you've got to have enough room to run and take off in a straight line to fast travel.
Pooh, a mystic prince.
Yeah, when I played Earthbound, I always keep all the names, the recommended ones, but I change Pooh's name every time. I'm not having that guy's name be Pooh. Everybody else is the same name. We got Ness, we got Paula.
What if you changed
Jeff.
it to P-O-O-O?
P-O-O-O? Still don't like it.
Okay.
Still don't like it.
Shadowlink says Earthbound is epic. Kevin says how many millions of versions of Street Fighter 2 are there? Probably a lot. Shadowlink says bam, hit you with my baseball bat crack.
That's what we're talking about.
Will and I were playing Smash earlier as a co-op group, just wrecking dudes with Bowser and Bowser Jr.
Father-son team.
And we really ripped they ripped us a new one.
This trailer has got a lot of spoilers in it.
Does it?
I don't know if I like this. I mean, I guess with no context, you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
But fight hippies, aliens, and piles of puke. See, Keith? I
could get into that.
The tough guy. All the enemies. There's so many different enemy types, and they all have weird names, like angry retro hippie.
Yeah.
And,
because we've talked about that in the Gamecock and
we use music from it.
You sent me some themes.
Yeah.
Misko says most trailers have spoilers. You're absolutely right, Misko. This is 95.
That's true.
Shadowlink says
for sure.
Shadowlinks.
For sure. What you doing, dude?
Has it been comfortable under your rock? Just kidding. Where have you been? You gotta pick that up. You gotta buy it. You gotta play it.
The online kind of gets a bad rap too. It's a little bit laggy, but
yeah. How long has Bowser been the way he is in Ultimate? Because in Brawl or in Melee, he sprinted with he slid on the ground.
Smash 4 is when he changed his moveset up a little bit.
I'm glad they did that. I love Bowser now.
Yeah.
Bowser main. When I'm online, I'm a Bowser main. I'd like to play a lot of Link too. Did I skip one? Final Fantasy 3.
3. Okay, this is weird because I guess 6 and 3. It's called 6 in Japan, but it's 3 in America. So I guess up there they were doing Final Fantasy 6 in Japan, and this is, man, I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's so confusing when they release these games out of orders in different territories and have to change the title. Yeah. That's why Earthbound's not Mother 2, because we didn't get Mother 1 until a few years ago on the Wii U, actually.
Wow, those crazy folks over there in Japan.
But we just can't coordinate things.
We got to coordinate.
Can we just agree on the title? If nothing else.
It's a spite after all that killing we did to one another.
Yeah.
no one's quite gotten over.
We still haven't got quite back on the same page yet.
Sadly. Is that taboo? Should we? Shadowlink says he's been playing too much God of War and Breath of the Wild.
Hey, those are good games to be playing instead of Smash.
Well, I let Brinley, my sister, borrow Breath of the Wild. I'm so mad because I want to play more of it.
What is Misko saying? It feels pointless doing that.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Or pointless. Something about the Japan thing? Getting on the same page?
Super Mario World. Now.
Titles.
Feels pointless.
Renaming them.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You're right.
Yeah.
At this point, absolutely. The cat's out of the bag. The toothpaste is out of the tube.
Yeah, we all know. Super Mario World.
Who in their right mind makes a stupid video like this where 25% of it is what you want to look at? I know it's on the Wii U. Like, I get it.
Fantastic game, really weird art style, in my opinion.
You don't like the art style?
Not a big fan of it. I think Mario looks weird. I don't know. The sound effects in the game kind of annoy me too. I don't know. There's just like a... Like, they're all kind of like... They just sound weird. I don't know how to explain it.
This is classic Misko right here. Misko's advanced thinking is hard for the minions sometimes. Misko is a classic degrader of my intelligence. But I'm a big fan of him anyway. Are we looking forward to Final Fantasy?
That's an interesting one.
Neither of us have played 7, right?
Yeah, neither of us have played 7. But
I haven't played any of them. But.
Yeah. Haven't played it. Looking forward to see how it turns out. I'm interested in the whole multiple release thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Just seeing where they cut the story off and stuff. I know the big plot twist. So I'm just kind of okay. Well, that's good for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I actually don't have a PS4 right now. I usually borrow a friend of the show, Kevin Maccabee, in here in the chat. Kevin lets me borrow his PS4
also
a lot to play.
The three of you, Misko truly is on the track to becoming a friend of the show, reaching friend of the show status, which is something we'll have to put on the Patreon page eventually. But our Patreon page is kind of, there's 2 channels involved. But anyway, you guys hanging out for our first ever Game Talks Live is absolutely might be friend of the show material, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, this is going really well, surprisingly.
I'm looking very much forward to the Final Fantasy VII remake because they essentially did to it what it would take to make me play it.
Yeah.
Make it look better because it didn't look like something I'd want to go back to, like I was talking about earlier, and then make it not turn-based combat. Now, I can do turn-based stuff. Like I played, am still playing the Mario Rabbids game.
Okay.
That's not the same kind of turn-based. It's more strategy or whatever, but they're still turn-based. And there's some turn-based things I play, but I just normally don't really care for it so much. Especially whenever I have to not only do that, but I have to like try to care about these little pixel sprites.
Yeah. So they're repackaging it for Keith, basically.
Yeah.
And,
that's what they did.
I'll play it whenever I have a PS4 in my possession. I'll definitely check it out.
We'll get you one.
Matt says that... wait, let me see. Oh, no, that's not Matt. That's Misko. Misko says that 7's one of his favorite Final Fantasy games. The only one I've ever played to completion is 9, and I really, really like 9. But yeah, I'll definitely check out the 7 remake.
We appreciate the kind words, Shadow Links. We appreciate
Matt's glad to be with us. He's new to Twitch, and he's happy he found us. That's really sweet.
I'm
new to Twitch as well.
Yeah. This is your first time being live, right?
In anything, any capacity. Well, I mean, I'm an actor. Right. So, as an actor.
Will was recently on stage as he played the Beast in a local production of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, hey, when I want to roar, I'll ask for it, dude. Don't roar out.
Okay. All right. I don't want to scare the audience away.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah.
God, this is so much fun. I'm having a good time. We're already 45 minutes.
Hey, shout outs to
Chrono Trigger.
I believe that was Matt who said Chrono Trigger was one of his favorites.
Shadow Links 87.
I know the plot twist in this game too. I've had all these old RPGs ruined for me that I've never played.
Yeah, this one was like a lot of fun.
Is that sarcasm, Keith?
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
There's time travel in this game.
If you know I love one thing, it's time travel. The concept of time does blow my mind.
It's an illusion.
I love it. Is it an illusion?
I believe so.
How so?
Quantum physics would lead us to believe that it's an illusion.
All right.
Everything's happening all at once. It's just once you put your finger on it and stop it, that's when it determines what's going on at the time.
Okay.
No one fact check me on that, please.
I'll stick around if you let a roar out here and there. All right. Let's see. Let's put a timer on that. Every 15 to 20 minutes, give us a roar.
Okay. Did that first one count?
Yes, of course it did.
Okay.
All right, we're talking about Super Metroid number 2.
Everyone loves this game. Everyone loves it. Intelligent Systems developed this game. What? Intelligent Systems are the people that do Fire Emblem. That's very interesting to me.
Metroid.
I did not know they had anything to do with that. Nintendo R&D 1, Research and Development.
The only Metroid game side-scroller that I ever played was Metroid, the blue one, where she's blue. She has like...
Zero Mission.
Is that what it's called?
Maybe. Was it on Game Boy Advance?
I think so.
Yeah, probably Zero Mission. Or Fusion.
A lot of fun. Fusion is the one I played.
Okay. All right.
Fusion. Metroid looks like a lot of fun.
I would definitely play through that when it comes out. Favorite time travel game?
I've got to look up. I've heard people mention Time Splitters so many times in my life that I have to look it up.
The name seems familiar to me. Is it a SNES game? PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2. Let's check out some images. This is what Time Split. This is your favorite time travel game. Let's look up. I just don't. I've heard. I have to look and see what's going on in this game.
Huh.
I'm gonna mute it just so we can. Well, let's not describe what those look like. I don't want to get banned from Twitch after seeing those enemies. Good gravy. It's erotic.
If that's what you call that, Keith.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it erotic. I wouldn't call it pleasing.
Now, I'm curious as to...
I don't even know what's going on. But...
where Time Splitters started. What was the first one on?
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right. Wait, let me guess. Okay.
Nope.
No, we knew it.
We knew it. Yeah. Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, baby.
There it is. No one tell Kyle Bossman.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't told yet, don't leave us for them, but we are a big... 4 never came out. Okay. We're a very big Easy Allies fan, so whenever you finish with us, go check out Easy Allies. Wasn't Time Splitters on an arcade game, too? I vaguely remember playing it on one of those arcade stations with a fun attachment. I do not know.
Kind of like Virtual Cop. Virtual Cop.
I don't know, guys. If there's one thing I know about Twitch, it's that chat always knows more than you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's absolutely
true. Link to the Past. Keith, you said you weren't sure if you've beaten Link to the Past, right?
I never beat it myself, but I played some of it when I was smaller.
If there's one game that I think you should stream when the SNES... if the SNES thing comes out, I would say that... Well, no, actually, I would say Earthbound. But I think you would enjoy Link to the Past.
It would have to be a minute before I do that. Just because... Also, apologize if you hear the muted barking of my dog who is outside. What was I going to say? Oh, I just watched somebody play through it, so it would be hard for me to go immediately back to it.
Link to the Past?
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe it would be good, because then I'd remember how to do stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm aging myself. Arcades are a thing of the past. No, I've been to an arcade.
Yeah. I remember we used to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee a lot, and they had a big old arcade there, and I would play there. But most of my arcade experiences at like a movie theater. Yeah. When you're waiting for a movie to start.
I used to judge a hotel for a family vacation based on its arcade. And I was always disappointed if we went to a hotel that didn't have an arcade. Now, of course, I don't have the experience of bringing a pocket full of quarters to play through an adventure game of an arcade. Mm-hmm. But
Stranger Things Season 2 made me really wish that I was around for that time.
Yeah. We missed out. We were born at a good time because we got to experience the end of cassettes, the beginning of DVDs, and all these different things. We got to experience that. I think one of the biggest transitions. Mm-hmm. It's one of the big transitions made in technology and stuff, and gaming too. We've seen close to the beginning, but we weren't there when it started.
I would say I was born at the perfect time because I was coming into consciousness as Pokemania was hitting America. Yeah. So I was there at day one for all of that, and that was fantastic. So all right, Link to the Past.
Yeah, number 1. So to wrap up, all right, Misko, I played Time Splitters FP on Xbox. I owned a few hundred games there, so played many of them.
A few hundred games on Xbox.
Good gravy. Good gravy. Wow.
That's a lot of games.
Well, that is going to conclude our news segment of the show. Thank you so much for hanging out for that. But we have more Game Talks Live coming up right now, I guess. So, yeah, to recap, Nintendo filed with the FCC. They're creating an SNES wireless controller, which makes us think, and many other people think, that SNES games are coming to Switch. We've been waiting on it. We want it. People want it. They want it. We want it. They want it. We want it. We want it. They want to give it to us, so we want to have it, and we're going to take it. Right?
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, as a big Splatoon player, I'm going to re-up on the online service no matter what.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to have a little nugget of Earthbound in there with
Absolutely. I got to shout out to a friend at work, Brian Crone, who refused to let me pay for my own Nintendo online service.
What a guy.
He has a family plan. He refused to let me play, or let me pay. He did not refuse to let me play.
He didn't even make you give him a chunk?
He ensured that I played, and he refused to let me pay. So thanks, Brian. So I get all that stuff for. I mean, he pays like, I think it's like $5 a person per year. It's like $30 a year for a family plan or something. Anyway, so Shadow Link says, I remember when the Nintendo first came out. Have you ever seen the movie The Wizard? That was the very first time anyone got to see Super Mario 3.
I've not seen the movie, but I do know about that. Are you familiar with that, Keith?
No, I'm not.
This was like back before, the internet. We didn't have a trailer. There was no internet, so nobody was watching Japanese trailers for Mario 3.
Yeah.
So to America, the Wizard movie Autism was the first. Anyways, so The Wizard was basically an hour-and-a-half long movie where the end culminates in these people playing Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah.
And it was the first unveiling of it to American audiences.
Wow.
The first official one. So yeah, there's a scene where this was it. People went to the theaters to see a movie that culminates in the announcement of Mario 3.
So, is it for announcing Mario 3? Or what?
Not for it. I mean, I think that was the ultimate goal of the movie. But I mean, I've never seen the movie.
The movie is about him defeating someone at Mario?
I suppose. I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Misko might, Matt might have to tell us about the plot. I do kind of want to watch this movie, though.
That'll be a stream.
Yeah.
I wish that you could just stream watching movies. I mean, I guess if you talked over the whole thing, you could, but eventually you would stop doing that. One thing I really want to do is just sit down and watch all of the Lord of the Rings with commentary. That would be a lot of fun. Do all the big nerd franchises like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and all the different stuff. Okay, so that ends the news segment. Thank you so much for hanging out for that. Now we're going to move on to the second portion of our gaming talk show, Game Talks Live. We're going to talk about what we've been playing personally. Will, are you having a good time?
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a really good time.
I'm having a good time, Keith.
You were absolutely right when you said this is going way better. I gotta thank Misko and Kevin and Shadow Links for hanging out and chatting with us. You guys are really making it worth doing.
Kevin, are you still out there? Let us know.
Oh, he's out there.
Okay.
He's out there. He's in the number.
Okay.
He's counted among the great numeration.
Now, Keith.
There's one.
The question is, I don't remember much of the plot. It has been a while, but I just remember the feeling of seeing Super Mario 3 for the first time and learning the secret of the first. That is awesome. That is awesome. We had a guy that was there when it happened. He needs a T-shirt. I was there at the Wizard premiere. In 1990, whenever it was.
You said when it first came out. I don't know if he said he was at the premiere, but I'm imagining he was.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Shadow Links 87 was on the red carpet.